you feel great from inside when you tell a guy that you're so full of shit? And you must be echoing the feelings of a lot of women, in fact.
I mean, I couldn't have said anything else. It was just like the perfect line. You're so full of shit. And it just came out like with so much of heart, you know.
When you tell John that दूध वाले का bill and you say that मैं क्यों दूँगा? I don't even drink milk.
Yeah. और मेरी coffee भी black है.
Exactly.
मतलब that's the limit of being a jerk, I think. So he's a limitless jerk. कि वो invisible diaper होता है, you know, on them, which women work very hard to get rid of, but it takes a really long time, I think. Yeah.
You tell him that you're not welcome here anymore, and
you're not welcome here
the door is closed.
Yes, he is a jerk, but वो naturally jerk है. वो बेचारा, he's a cute jerk, you know. He's a very cute jerk. When it's needed, you've got to take on and wear the pants and be the man. You know, that's really important.
And pay the bill.
दूध का bill pay करना नहीं भूलना. Yes, that's really important. Yes.
You dance brilliantly, I think. There's nothing wrong in it.
Thank you. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you very much. I should do stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You have to try different things.
Speculation about your personal life, does it bother you? Do you feel vulnerable at times that the stuff is written as such?
I think it's just all bull. Yeah. I think they should. I don't know why they can't find something else or find someone else to write about. I think they've written enough of that about me, so they should stop. Hi, I'm Chitrangda and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Keep watching.
You are so full of shit. That's what a gorgeous-looking Chitrangda Singh tells John Abraham in the promo of I Am Your Man. And we'll talk more about that. But first of all, pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you so much.
It's been a long wait, but we find it having you. I think a stunning promo. The response has been fabulous as well.
Yes.
And how does it feel? Do you feel great from inside when you tell a guy that you're so full of shit? And, yeah, exactly.
I think even the way...
You must be echoing the feelings of a lot of women, in fact.
I think I said a line for a lot of women, yes. Right. Even when I was saying it and just the way it is played out in the whole scene, क्योंकि मेरे से पहले John जो मुझसे कह रहे हैं, you know, at the door, I think it's just the right. I mean, I couldn't have said anything else. It was just like the perfect line. You're so full of shit, and it just came out like with so much of heart, you know.
You're so beautiful.
You're so full of shit.
You women, na, gyani baante rahe.
I mean, style as well. You know, you say it with a lot of style as well. You're so full of shit, and in fact, that has an element of style to it as well. Yeah, and exasperation.
Exasperation. Actually, उसके अंदर बहुत गुस्सा है, exasperation है कि इसको समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि मैं किसकी बात. And he's actually on another tangent altogether. What he starts talking about. So, yeah, it's like helpless and like actually hopeless. More the word.
You know, one more thing that I think a lot of women will identify with your situation is that when you tell John that दूध वाले का bill and you say that मैं क्यों दूँगा? I don't even drink milk.
Yeah, I don't even, not in my coffee. मेरी coffee भी black है.
Men can say that, you know.
Yeah.
That why should I do that? I don't even drink it.
Yeah, और मेरी coffee भी black है.
Exactly.
That's what he tells me.
That's like it can't get more irritating.
Yeah, it
in a way
just
can't.
Well. मतलब that's the limit of being a jerk, I think. So he's a limitless jerk. Ishan, दूध वाले का bill.
मैं क्यों दूँ? I don't even drink milk. In fact, मेरी तो coffee भी black है.
But yeah, I mean that's character of Ishan.
And it has a childlike quality to it.
Exactly.
Saying, the man-child element.
Exactly. मतलब आपको समझ नहीं आता what do you do? So you're helpless and hopeless at the same time. You don't know what to do with this person. And I've used this word before also. कि वो invisible diaper होता है, you know, on them, which women work very hard to get rid of. But it takes a really long time, I think. Yeah.
No, but here the mother is telling as well that अपनी गलतियों को accept करना सीखना पड़ेगा. That's Zarina Wahab tells
Correct.
John Abraham over here. Apart from that, one more thing, when you're telling John, I think a lot of women will identify with it. A lot of women would maybe say that we should have done it. Maybe we would want to do it, and now maybe at least we'll do it. When you tell him that you're not welcome here anymore, and the door is closed.
Yes.
It's locked for good.
Throughout the film, I see John at the door a lot, actually. So either I'm opening a door or I'm shutting the door on his face. So उसके अंदर basically it's a live-in relationship, कुछ सालों का, a few years, and now she wants to go further with that relationship, you know, कुछ और आगे, and she's trying to give all the hints she can possibly give. But it's not quite working out, and so finally she thinks कि अब मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा, something drastic, because he's obviously not, you know, quite getting what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so then she says, you're not welcome here anymore. क्योंकि उसको कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है. Basically, he's another trip altogether, which happens, you know. Men are on another trip and women. It's an absolute classic case of Mars and Venus. That's what you'll say. You will see when you see Anushka and Ishan together in that.
दरवाजा नहीं खुल रहा. लगता है कुछ जैम हो गया.
जैम नहीं हुआ ईशान. मैंने लॉक किया है.
क्यों?
And you are not welcome here anymore.
But how is it different from other movies? Because lots of movies have come which say that it's about Mars and Venus.
Yeah.
So how is it different from other movies as such?
I think it's different because it's basically it's dealing with Ishan. I mean, it's Ishan's film. And it is about Ishan basically graduating from that man-child to a man, to becoming a man, and how different women, so it's the mother as well as the sister. It is Prachi's character, Gauri, in the film, this girl, you know, who's basically somebody who doesn't give up on him and tries to change him as well. And there's the girlfriend, of course, who's the first one to make that call that, you know, this is it. And uske baad kya hota hai, there's a bit of a surprise as to what happens with me in the film, because of which Ishan decides to change, and there's a whole change that comes about. So yeah, so it's different in the sense that the relationships are different. एक अलग तरह से, it's not preachy, it's not serious. एक अलग तरह से deal किया है. It's funny. It's very funny, you know. And what I really like about Ishan's character is that even though he is a jerk, but वो naturally jerk है. वो बेचारा, he's a cute jerk, you know. He's a very cute jerk with the face like that, of course. But even otherwise, because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's just him. So it's about him realizing who he is and what he's doing and how is he hurting people and then changing. So that's what the film is about.
You spoke about the diaper bit. You know, many women as such, they would want to maybe mother their man. Okay?
Yes.
I think you can't take that away.
No.
That happens. And at the same time, they don't want to do that. They would want the guy to be a man himself. So
can't decide.
That dilemma and the dichotomy, I think almost every woman faces at one point of time or the other, maybe.
I think every man faces one time or the other.
Man or woman, both
Man
of them,
ko to samajh nahi aata ki what do you want? What do you want me to be? Do you want me to be a child or a man? No. I think a man-child is a good combination. Somewhere in between. But you're right. I think instinctively women like that whole idea of caring and looking after and, you know, probably mothering sometimes. I don't blame the men. Yeah, sometimes I think we need that. But you know, essentially you've got to be a man. I think that's really important. When it's needed, you've got to take on and wear the pants and be the man. You know, that's really important.
And pay the bill.
दूध का bill pay करना नहीं भूलना. Yes, that's really important.
Right.
Yes.
In your last film, Inkar, there was somewhat maybe such sort of, I think, entire you know, politics of man and women in a way, and it had a different context to it, but it was there that came, and I think your performance was outstanding in that. Maybe the film faltered a bit in the second half or something like that, but your performance was brilliant. So now, in taking into that context, even Sorry Bhai, you've done a movie like a Sorry Bhai, which had those elements, complex elements.
Elements.
In human situations, these sort of things do happen as such. So, having done this sort of cinema, what do you have to say that it's a good subject for making a movie? People are interested in it because somewhere people can relate to it quite easily as well.
Absolutely. I think this is something that we're dealing with the most right now because there's such changing dynamics between a man and a woman. Constantly changing dynamics actually in India, and especially in metros, and this film is also set in, like, say a city where, you know, women are like my character Anushka in the film is somebody who's professionally very sound. You know, she's doing extremely well for herself. But kahin na kahin, you know, you're looking for those roots, you're looking to be grounded somewhere, you're looking for that family, you're looking to settle down. So I think it deals, and that's the reason why Inkar and all other films like this also deal with this kind of confusion that comes in, you know. On one hand, you want your ambitions, you want your career, you want all of that. And on the other hand, then you obviously are very human, especially women. And you want that love and you want that family and you want to be part of something that makes you feel like you're rooted, you know. So that's exactly where Anushka is. Whereas Ishan is in another stage in his life. He is looking to go out and be someone and very ambitious and driven, and he's still not quite accomplished. So he's not quite rejecting her, but he's rejecting what she wants, and he can't deal with this whole, you know, thing about commitment and माँ को मिलना है and क्या गलती है अगर मैं चाहती हूँ कि कोई मुझे थोड़ी देर और देखे and, you know, be with me are the kind of lines that she's saying. Very simple lines, but he says, I don't know, he can't answer, कोई जवाब नहीं है उसके पास. So yeah, so I think it's something that everybody will relate to, everyone.
Who the sexy boy? Everybody wants you. Who the sexy boy? Everybody needs you.
You've done a Kafirana, and the question is whether you like the just you factor or the fucked you factor.
I think you've gone over it.
It's over and done with. Now, the question is, you're having your song and dance sequence in this one, Na Jaane Kahan Se Aaya Hai, and I think you're looking awesome in that. So, enjoy the entire sequence bit of it.
You know, the way we shot it, it was very, very quick. I mean, it was something that, you know, just happened really, really quick. And I was very busy with Inka's promotion that time. But I'm so glad that I got thrown into it. I was literally thrown into it. Even our costumes and all happened extremely last minute. Like 12 o'clock at night, we were trying on, and next morning we are shooting. It was literally like that. But I'm so glad that I'm so glad that Ahmed made me do this. Seriously, he's shot it so well. Never done anything like this before. I was like, I don't know, Ahmed, mujhse hoga nahi hoga. No, this is too in the face, and I don't know if I can do it and push myself. But I really enjoyed it. I had such a good time, and I think the way it's looking now after they've cut it and everything, it's a lot of fun.
Have you come across these sort of sentiments at any point of time that, there was a bit of that divide in parallel and commercial cinema in 80s. So has anyone just come and told you that you are such a fine actress, you're doing serious cinema, and now you're just going and shaking legs as such? Has anyone told you that?
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
I get it all the time. In fact, the first time I got it was when I did Desi Boyz, and then when I did Kafirana. And they're like, but we don't understand why you're trying to change your image and why are you trying to do this. I don't understand why they'd expect me to do the similar kind of work, because I'm sure it'll get boring and very predictable to watch even for the audiences, to be honest.
I think you dance brilliantly. I think there's nothing wrong in it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you very much. And I should do stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You have to try different things. It gets boring otherwise. You keep doing the same kind of things.
It comes naturally to you. It seems that it comes naturally to you.
I would think so. I would think. I'm not a trained dancer, but I love dancing. I really enjoy it. I've always danced through my childhood, but never trained classically or anything. But you're right. I love it. I love it. I really have a lot of
pride.
pride.
It as well.
Thank you.
What's your favorite track from the movie apart from this one?
Apart from Na Jaane, I really like Sajana and Cappuccino. These are the top three if I was to say.
ये कैसा तेरा इश्क है साजना
Sajana, especially because it comes at a very interesting point. I don't know if Prachi's already talked about.
She just told me about it.
And
you guys have a bit of conflict element into it.
Conflict element, but it's treated so well because there's no dialogue. There's just us looking at each other. I mean, I think that needed a little more depth, and that song has given us that. And it also stretches the moment.
What are you doing next after this?
I don't have an answer for that one because the film that I think we are due to start is something that's not yet been announced, and I'm hoping that it gets announced very soon. There are a couple of things that are getting finalized and tied up. So yeah, there should be something that we start shooting end of April.
Speculation about your personal life, does it bother you? Do you feel vulnerable at times that the stuff is written as such?
Yeah, I think it's just all bull. I think they should. I don't know why they can't find something else or find someone else to write about. I think they've written enough of that about me, so they should stop.
Do you feel that it's figment of imagination, the kind of stories that are conjured up, and it seems like someone is having good maybe
probably
fiction mind or something like that?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm sure.
Thank you very much for being on Bollywood Hungama, and looking forward to I May or May and all your future ventures, and all the best for your other movies as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
That's all from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.